Hi, I'm Vicky from Studio 21 and this is a sports yoga video, morning mobility routine. Just a short video designed that you can do every single day, gentle movement just to get you moving and ready for the day ahead. We're going to start by standing at the end of your mat. If you haven't got a mat, a carpeted area will be fine. The feet are hip distance apart, soften the knees, let your arms just relax. And before we start moving, we're going to do 5 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Close your eyes, might just help challenge your balance. So breathing in, breathing out. Just breathing at your own pace. Three more. Just allowing your shoulders to drop, but thinking about lengthening through your spine. And one more time. And then you can stay where you are. I'm just going to face forward so you can see. So we're going to lift the arms up, nice big stretch up and back. Let your left hand take hold of your right wrist and we're going to stretch over to the right side. So if you can send your hips out to your left. We lengthen back up. Left hand takes hold of your right wrist and we're going to stretch over to our left. Send your hips out to the right. All the way back up. One more on each side. Right hand takes hold of left wrist, stretching up and over. All the way back up. Last time, left hand holds onto right wrist. We stretch over, send those hips out to the right. Lengthen up, relax your arms down. Let's maybe do some shoulder circles. Just a few in each direction. And then we're going to start thinking about the feet. So let's just lift both heels up off the floor and we're going to lower. So we're going to do this, if you can, for about 25. So this is 3 if you're working with me. 4, 5. This is going to take us a while. 7. If you need to hold on to anything while you're doing these, you can. 9. 10. 11. So really good for all you netballers. 13. 14. 15. Keep going. Really good for lower leg stability. I think this is 18. We're almost there. 25 we're doing. This is 20. 5 more. 3, 4, 5. Give those legs a shake. And then back to hip distance. Let's just do some really loose twists with the body. Just getting that bit of rotation going. Like I said, this is ideally done first thing after waking up. So we haven't really moved anything. One more on each side. And then back through the middle. See what your balance is like today. We're going to take the weight into the left foot. We're going to bring the right foot up off the floor. Let's start with some ankle circles. So a lot of work for the ankles doing those heel raises. Keep changing direction anytime you need to. Again, you can do this holding onto a wall if you need to for support. And we're going to stay balanced if we can. At any point you can tap this right foot down to the floor for support. Let's move from this right knee. Now the thigh might move a bit. We're going to try and keep it fairly still. So just a hinge from the knee, nice and loose. Straighten and a bend. Let's make it a bit bigger, a bit more of a kick. So now we move from the hip as well. Makes everything feel a bit more wobbly. Let's go 3 more like this. Still staying balanced on this left leg. Now we bring the right knee up, out, down and around, and again up, out, down and around. 2 more in this direction, and then we change the direction, so right knee comes out, in and down. So just circling the hip. 1 more, and then relax that leg. Left leg might need a bit of a shake. Feet back to hip distance. Take your weight into your right foot, left foot off the floor. Probably feels quite nice to circle this left ankle around now. Just keep moving it at your own pace. Changing direction anytime you need to. Let's take it into the knee next. Just loose swings. This is the one where we try and keep the thigh fairly still. And then let's let that movement come into the thigh. So more of a kick. We can allow a bit of movement with the pelvis as well, as long as it's not too much of an arch and around. 1 more, still balance on this right leg. Okay, we lift the left knee up and out. So moving from the hip now. Get as much range as you can. Last one. And we change direction, out to the left and in. Holding your balance. 1 more. Probably want to give that right leg a bit of a shake now. So you're still standing with your mat in front of you. I'll move more into the middle. We're going to go for some roll down. So let's put a definite bend in the knees. Arms relaxed. We nod the chin down towards the chest. We move the head, the neck, the upper back, the middle back, and we keep the knees bent. Coming all the way down. Let your head just relax and your arms relax. Press your feet into the floor and start to unroll in the reverse order through the pelvis, lower back, middle back, upper back. Let's lift the arms up, big stretch, looking up towards your hands. Relax your arms down, bend your knees again, rolling down. Feel as if you're going over the top of something on your thighs. We press the feet into the floor to unroll. The legs will probably naturally straighten when we come up. Big stretch up and back. 2 more like this. So easy roll downs. Trying to make the pelvis the last thing that moves. Head's the last thing that comes up. Arms lift, stretching up and back. We've got 1 more. Bend those knees, rolling down. We press the feet into the floor, we roll back up. Arms up, stretching up and back. Now, we are going to do 1 more, but when we're in this last one, we're going to stay there, because then we're going to bring our hands and knees down to the floor. So, last one, knees bent, rolling down. Hands to the floor, and then just bring the knees down. If you need to adjust your position, you can. So we're going to relax the feet, we're going to have the knees bent, hands under the shoulders. And just a little bit of work through the spine while we're here. So we're going to breathe out and tuck the tailbone under, rounding through the spine. Breathing in, arch the back, lift the chest. And again, looking under your body. Let's go 1 more of each. And then we're going to bring the knees apart and the feet together. We're going to sit back towards the heels and reach the arms out in front. Palms are down. Hands stay where they are. Push yourself up onto your hands and knees. Feet lift off the floor and we just send the body forward. So we can lift the chest here. And then we're going to sit back towards the heels. Feet come down, hands stay where they are. We're trying to sit back towards the heels. And again, we come up, we lift the feet, we draw up the hips, we lift the chest. Keep a soft elbow in this position, just so we're not locking out. And let's keep moving. And after this one, we'll do one more of each. And when you sit back to your heels, this last time, we can stay there. Hands still reaching out in front just to stretch through the chest and the shoulders. And then walk those hands in. Push yourself up, uncurl through your spine. We're going to come down to lie on the mat next. So we're going to lie down. You're going to lie on your back. Now, just if you're using a mat, just check that you're in the middle of the mat. We're then going to take the feet and the knees further apart from each other. So if you're in the middle of the mat, maybe your heels stay on the mat, but the front of your feet come off the mat. We're turned out from the hips, knees and the ankles. Going to bring the arms a bit wider out to the side of the body. We're going to roll the legs to our left, head rolls to your right. Come back through the middle, same on the opposite side. Now we're not trying to keep the ribs down here, we can let them lift. Or we can just gently try and get a bit more movement from it's kind of the side that's away from the side we're stretching to. So as I stretch to my right, my left side that I want to feel lengthening. As I stretch to my left, it's my right side that I want to try and lengthen. Now this next time you come over to your left side, let's stay there. Now the legs are going to stay where they are. Your right arm is going to come over and across. You're going to use it to push yourself up to sit in. So the legs have stayed where they are. Left arm comes up. We stretch over to our right. Going to bring this hand down to the floor. We use the right arm for support. We're coming down onto our left side, rolling back through the middle. We're in our start position. Legs over to your right. This left arm comes over to the right side to help you to push yourself up. Once you're there, right arm up, stretching over to the left. Right hand comes down to the floor. Left hand supports it, coming down onto this right shoulder. Back into our start position and again. So the opposite hand comes over to help us come up. And we stretch. Use this hand to roll down onto this left shoulder, over to the right. And we're trying to get this to feel quite fluid. We're going to go one more on each side. So pressing up, and when you're there, feeling that length on one side of your body, all the way back down. Last time to your right. Stretching up and over. Stay lying down on your back. Again, if you've had a little shuffle around on your mat, just get back into the middle. This time we want the knees and feet hip distance apart. And we can, for this one, let's just relax the arms down by the side of the body. Make sure your feet are not too far, not too close to your body. We're going to start by tilting the pelvis back. So we tuck the tailbone under. We gently press the lower back into the floor. At this point, see if you can press your heels down into the mat, just a little bit more. And then we start to roll through the spine. We lift each vertebrae off the mat, one at a time. Just hold it here. Can we press the heels down into the floor and drive the hips up just a touch? And then we roll the spine back down. We find this middle position. With the pelvis, we do the same again. So the pelvis tilts back, we transfer the weight into the heels, And we peel each part of the spine off the mat, bit by bit. Hold it here. Can you press your heels down to drive your heels up a touch? And then we roll the spine back down. Let's go one more time. Pelvis tilts back, press those heels down into the floor. Roll through your spine. Once we're up, can we drive the heels into the ground? Press those hips up, fraction higher. And then roll in your spine. Back, down. Let it just relax when it comes back to the floor. We're going to straighten the left leg on the ground. This leg can either stay fully straight or you could have a bit of a bend in your knee. The right leg comes into a bent position, knee fold. We're just going to press the hands down into the floor and we're going to just allow this leg to relax, so foot drops down. We're circling this right thigh bone around. When the knee goes away from the body, we can straighten the leg. When the knee comes in, we're going to bend it. And we allow a bit of a lift on this right side of the pelvis, just a small lift, so that we get the maximum movement at the hip joint. Change direction. You could keep the knee bent the whole way through if that feels better. Any clunking or clicking with this one? Quite common once we start to move the hips. You could try and adjust your position slightly, maybe more of a turn out, more of a turn in through your hip. See if it helps to change it. You've done that last one. Lower that right leg down. So right leg straight on the ground, left leg knee fold, and same again. So like I say, we allow a little bit of a lift on this left side. These circles can be as big as feels comfortable. One more in this direction. Change in direction. Let's go 3 more circles. And when you finish this last one, just hug that knee into your chest, hug your other knee in, circle those legs around, and when you're ready, you can rock yourself up to sitting. Well done, everyone. So if you've done this first thing on a morning, hopefully you've now feel ready to start the day. Joints feel a little bit looser, a little bit more mobile. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you like this video. And I'll be sure to make some more as well, and hit the subscribe button if you want to be notified about any new videos that we'll be posting from the studio. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks so much to all the new subscribers to the channel. I'll keep making more videos like this as long as I keep getting requests in for them. Thank you, see you soon.